So let's talk about the purpose of growing root crops. The reason why I'm asking are things like beets. A lot of times we grow beets for the tops more than for the root because we have sometimes it's hard to get beets to grow well here depending on if it's our temperatures are just all over the place. So and the beet greens have a higher portion of some of the vitamins. I think vitamin K in particular. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a new. I'm not an expert on this.
Sense because they're really dark, so that makes sense.
It sounds right, yeah, with the color.
Yeah. So that's why I asked, because we kind of changed our thought process a little bit on root crops. Now things like carrots, obviously, we're just growing that for the carrot,
Right.
but for beets, we think a little bit differently about them. So for them, we're growing more of varieties that produce quickly. Like that's really what I'm looking for, that grow fast, so we get more leaves. The Detroit Dark Red is a classic that we've always grown that does well. Bull's Blood is another one. I don't think it's in here though. There's another rainbow too. That's cool. Just gonna get all the rainbow ones. Is that going to be?
I already know which radish I'm going to suggest, and that's
the rainbow radish.
Well, yeah, the Parks one. They have an amazing one. So.
I'm doing that. I think
it's all up to Emma.
Yeah.
I guess to be honest, I've never actually eaten the greens off of the beets. So I guess my original thought was to grow them for the root. We like beets. I don't know if being like sandier land, if that helps with the producing it better.
Yeah.
You're just going to need to make sure you give them some fertilizer, like an all-purpose fertilizer. The problem you could run into with beets is if you give them too much nitrogen, they're not necessarily going to develop the roots as much. So make sure you give them like a good balanced fertilizer, like an all-purpose fertilizer, not something that's high in nitrogen.
Okay.
The loose soil will help them grow for sure. Mm-hmm. So you'll just have to feed them and then compost.
Okay.
So that's the key to sandy soil too, is keep adding compost. You can never add enough. We have sandy soil here too. It's the first time I've had to fight sandy soil, and I borrowed a buddy's tractor to bring literally tractor scoops of compost over, and I still feel like I don't have enough in there. It's just so as much compost as you can throw in there.
Okay. Well, then I guess worst case is we get to eat some greens, right?
Yeah, exactly.
From the Detroit Dark Red.
Yeah, we can try that one. Yeah,
they're kind of they're the classic one that typically a lot of people have success with, and they're really pretty color.
Yeah. In worst case, we'll try some greens and
yeah.
I don't know why I know that we can eat the greens, but I don't know why we never have.